Alright, oh shit, it's loud ass mic. Little backstory for those who are just joining the stream. When I got my first programming job, I started to learn machine learning. I thought it was awesome, but I ran out of patience. The math was too much for me at the same time as working, and it was just a lot of things. I was trying to do YouTube at the same time too. There's a lot of things going on. Anyways, no excuse to not get back at it, so that's what I'm going to try and do today. I'm going to try and jump into machine learning, and let's see what happens. You know, at the end of the stream I could be frustrated and probably just want to like do something else, or maybe I stuck through it and wrote a program or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Either way, I'm going to document the process. Just made a video with Josh, which is nice. And yeah, for all the new people here, thanks for being here. If you find any value in the channel, you can subscribe, or you can like whatever video, stream, whatever you want. And yeah, I'm just going to go and make a little notification in Discord that I'm streaming. Oops, wrong link. Alright, there's a notification. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, so I was talking to Kinematics from Discord. He's been really nice and been consulting me, trying to figure out where to go with machine learning. And he gave me a couple things to do. Oh crap, I can hear myself in the background. So first thing we're gonna do is we don't need any of these, we can close that. Close that. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, get ready to get scared shitless with me. Math, so scary. What is this song? Alright, let's figure this out. Hopefully we can get something going and then message kinematics in like an hour and get him to consult the code. That'd be interesting. Someone who's actually working as a data scientist, and see if he can tell me what he thinks. Hey, how's it going, man? I'm great, Wizzy. How are you, dude? You told me, I think, already. You told me you're working on high order functions, which is great. Very useful. Very useful. Alright, let's open code. And let's make a new project. Machine learning on stream. Make a folder here. Don't know what to call it, so we'll just do that. Alright. So there's this thing. There's in machine learning you can build. How do I say this? Here. So there's different ways of using linear regression. There's univariate and multivariate. Univariate is one variable, I guess, that you're using to predict. Does that make sense? I guess like if you got a house size and the house and the price of the house, and you're giving the size to the program, it will tell you the price, or it should predict the price. So you're giving it one variable and it's going to try and predict the second one. I'm guessing that's what univariate is, where multivariate is a bunch of different numbers and things that all go towards giving you one result. So like the color of the house, the location of the house, the age of the house, all these things that will give you a price. I might be wrong on that, I'm not sure. How's the dog? She's asleep? Yeah, dude, I put her in early. She knocked over my camera earlier and I had like the biggest heart attack. I was so scared. But thankfully nothing happened and she knew she messed up. And now we're good. But yeah, I got scared shitless. Yeah, it's on higher order functions, just reading on it. Well, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm sure I can help you out, or at least figure it out with you. I think we're going to be using Python. I don't know, let's see what happens. What's up, XT73? How you doing, my man? Or my girl, I guess. Why does XT73 sound so familiar? No. Wait, no. Is that what you're referring your name to? Yeah, girl, lol, okay. Can't assume. Please tell me that's what your name is based off of. Oh, it's just a random name. Because that would have been really funny. If it's not too late to change this to your profile picture. It's never too late. Alright, I'm trying to figure out machine learning. It's been a long time since I've done it. Probably about a year. And most of it I've forgotten. I did take a bunch of notes somewhere, but we're gonna start from scratch, and we're all gonna try and do it together as a group. Because I'm way too scared to do all this math by myself. Aha, I should. Totally. My god, what is this music? I work in machine learning? Oh my god. Alright, so help me clear something up. First of all, let me get a good song going. Okay. I'm gonna lower this and pick up my voice. Alright, help me understand this. univariate linear regression versus multivariate linear regression. Is univariate linear regression one variable that you're using to predict another one? So like if you build a little machine learning program that you have two variables, the price of a house and the size of the house, and you have a data set with the sizes and the prices, and then you give the program a price and it will tell you the size of the house, or the other way around. Is that univariate? And then multivariate would be like giving the color of the house, the street it's on, or you know, a bunch of random details. So the color of the house, the size of the parking lot, how close it is to a school, how close it is to a shopping center, like all these details. Is that multivariate linear regression? I think I figured it out. I want to confirm. Now we got ourselves a consultant in chat. Oh my god, what's this? Oh, there's so much cringe in here. I'm not even gonna look through it right now. Where's my notes? Is it in here? Oh yeah, here. Yeah, if you have multiple features, then it's a multivariable regression. Okay. So I was talking to Kinematics from Grindreel, like one of the guys in the Discord, and he was telling me, I was like, what would be a cool project to start with? Because when I was starting off, I was going way too hard, and that's what made me want to stop. Like I was trying to do A-star kind of like as my first algorithm, and at the time I've never done anything, so I never did breadth first search, nothing, and then I just jumped into A-star and I was like lost. So I want to start again from easy project, something I could do with chat for people who don't understand machine learning, and kind of like build it up. But I definitely have a lot of notes here on every type of data structure and algorithm, and I've been turning those into videos, not only for myself but for other people. So I think this could be cool. You know what I mean? Like in a month from now, I'll have like 10-15 videos. Like here's tries, like example of a digital tree, and then we got the sentence here: Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled, and here's how it would structure it in a tree. And now if you look up for a word like Peter, it would find it here. So it would go P, okay, E, yes, T or C, and then it would go T, E, E, and then it would find it. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's probably tiny on your screen. Let me pull up another example. Yeah, so this is like all the stuff I was gonna learn, but never ended up happening. That would have been way too much to do. Alright, let me get back on track. What do you use at work, XT? Do you use Python? Do you use like Scala? There's so many things you could use. I keep hearing about R, but I don't really want to learn another language right now. Or not learn, I don't want to spend time on syntax, because I'm already not the best at Python. We use Python? Okay. Do you use Numpy? Because that's what Kinematics recommended, and I'm not sure. I mean, I trust him, but I'm just curious to hear what you're gonna say. What's this? Redford search, yes. What's this? Oh, that's terrible. Is that how you record your note? No notebook? Oh, so I have one of those like digital books. It's like a paper, but it's very thick, and you can throw it in the microwave, and then it'll erase all the ink. So you like write your notes, and then when you're done, you take a picture of it, and it sends it to your Google Drive, and then you just throw it in the microwave, and it cleans it, and then you can write more notes on it. But my microwave is too small for this piece of paper, so I never I don't know, I had to like erase it by hand, and now I just don't use it. Now I just try and get notes on through my computer. This was when I had a laptop only. Alright, let's I have no clue where to start, to be honest. I do use Numpy, but I do use Numpy, but I use Panda more. Numpy is very useful if you work with images, though. Okay. Well, I have zero clue what I should start. I remember this one, SciPy, I think that's what it was. I meant I use pandas more, okay. Makes sense. Oh, scikit-learn, that's what I was thinking about. I remember everyone talking about scikit-learn. That field when ghost? Wait, what? But ghost, there's no message. I don't see a message. Did you tag me in daily or something? Oh, there we go. Excuse me, what the fuck is it? Oh, what? Yeah, that didn't go through, Josh. I don't ghost, okay, mate? Yeah, there's literally nothing here. Yeah, Josh, I'm trying to... Oh, my camera froze, thank you. For the millionth time. I think it just died. Yeah, the battery's dead. Ah, thank you, Josh. I don't know if you're still here, Josh, but I'm actually going to give machine learning a try. And see if I could... I don't know if you remember, but I made that project on the Grindreel Discord where I collected everyone's like usernames and a bunch of data, and I was going to use it for machine learning, and I never did. Well, I still have that project, and I could still get it running. Remember the garbage collector? So all I need to do is like get it going again. And it'll... Last time I collected data, I think I had like 8,000 members and a bunch of their messages. Now we have like 15k members, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Alright. Let me figure this angle out. Let's do this. Yeah, so for anyone who is interested, I'm gonna see if I could find a stream quickly. An old stream. This was a while ago. This was like 4 or 5 months ago. This one. So everyone seemed to love this project. Oof. Get ready for cringy Mike. Oof. So we got it working towards the end. There we go. So this is when I just got it. Yeah, here's how it worked. All right. Oh, it's so cringy. All right, we had the Discord, and we had a bot, and the bot collected information from the Discord. And after 24 hours of the bot collecting information like messages, reactions, comments, messages, new users, users that left, users that got kicked, whatever, they got sent after 24 hours to the API. And then the API saved them in like this giant database. And I think we had like 15 megabytes of data. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but this was like names and comments. Sorry, names and messages. We had like 15 megabytes worth. It was a shit ton. And that was within like a day of using it. And now we have so many members in Discord, I'm sure I'll have a couple gigs within a month. Anyway, so that was the plan. The API was going to save like a shit ton of messages and stuff from the Discord, and then you guys can have access to it, and we can do whatever. How do you raid on YouTube, Josh? Raid incoming. Kinematics. Hi live. What's up, Victor? Thank you, Josh, for raiding me. You brought snacks? Okay, cool. I should add that in the title. Bring snacks. I live. Victor, I don't know if you were here when I made this project. The garbage collector in Discord. You guys can go and tag him. I think he's still in there. Let me see if I can find more on this. You weren't here, Victor? I just want to show you guys what it looked like when there was like 8,000 users in it, and we would go through them. Oh, here we go. I think this was it. Come on. Man, this is like OG Mike here. Damn, it's not here. Tawis YouTube rated. What's up? How you doing, man? I'm gonna find this. I can't stop. I'm gonna find it. Was that code I saw? Oh yeah, we're doing code today, dude. We're picking up an old project that I gave up on because it was so much work. And we're gonna do some machine learning with it. The plan was we're gonna collect data from Discord, so every time you guys write messages and whatever, it's gonna get collected into this bot. And then within a week or two, we'll have a shit ton of data that we can use. Like, let's say I can predict what time of the day Victor is gonna put a message in chat or something. He actually codes? Nah, dude. I haven't written code in months. It's gonna be weird. Oh yeah, here, so look at this. This was like, I think 8,000 users worth? Where is it? Come on. That's 8,000 users or something like that. And now we have like 14 something. So it's your names, your roles, messages you've said in chat, a bunch of data, and I'm gonna sell it to like Mark Zuckerberg, become a billionaire. There it is. And these are the old A's. Alright, let me close this. Yeah, so XT, I don't know if you're still here. Whatever you predict, I'll do the opposite to throw it off. This music is tripping me out. Victor, what if it knows that and then it figures out? Alright, so XT, what would you recommend would be a good way to figure this linear, like, what should I use to do this linear regression stuff? Remember, I have zero clue what I'm doing. Damn, there's 15 people in here. What's up, everyone? If you're enjoying the stream, you can like the stream. And if you enjoy my content, which you probably have to go watch, maybe subscribe to the channel. Josh, I just realized this is the first time you can watch the stream on your actual account. I do all that, but not Ruby. Oof. Ruby is the most optimized language out there. Don't even try. Impossible. Then that would imply that the universe is completely determined. Oh my god. Victor, you're giving me a headache. What are you gonna do with it? Well, I want to do something. Some machine learning project. Damn, I got like... Yeah. I just have no clue where to start. And Kinematics, which is, he's probably going to come in here soon, was recommending Univariate regression something something. Someone said Ruby ban. Nah, dude, Ruby's the best language in the world. C++ garbage. Java garbage. Josh, I know why you're not mod. It's because the first time you watch on your actual account. Oof, I almost put you in timeout. How do you make mod? Add moderator. Ruby sucks? Yeah, it does. Hello, I'm new. Hello, new, I'm Mike. And I like dad jokes. Thanks for checking out my channel. Let's see if we can revive this old ass project. Why do I have a wrench on my name? Oh, I made you mod. You can start with a simple sentiment analysis. Okay, how do I start with that? Like, where do I go? What do I read? I have no clue where to. I mean, I could just Google it, but fix it, Felix. I mean, vector. Fix it, vector. More like break it, vector. All right, let's see. Yeah, so 11 megabytes of stuff. Edit your comment on the video so it says send your submissions here and enter emails or repin. Alright, 1 second, Josh. I'll do that right now. Oh crap, that's a video right there. Sentiment analysis. You could do that with NTLK, natural language too. Never heard of that. It's a Python toolkit for natural language stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look at it. It's weird. YouTube won't actually like do the thing. Your hair be looking like Nicolas Cage right now. I'm gonna show them the meme, Josh. They deserve it. All right, all the new people, they deserve it. Wait, did I not screenshot it? I've seen so much hate on Ruby for the past week. Is it that bad? Ruby is fine. It's Ruby on Rails. Ruby on Rails is like... Imagine you're driving a Tesla right now and you put it in autopilot mode because you want to just like chill out and like, yeah, not drive. And now you want to drive again, but the steering wheel is the gas pedal, the shifter, is the brake, and the pedals are how you steer. That's what Ruby is like. Ruby is like, nah, I'm gonna do things my way. And you make a mistake in like something small in Ruby, and you don't, Rails, you don't know where it's happening, where it's going, like, you're just trying not to die. I'm trying to pull up the meme, but I might be too slow. Josh, I'm just gonna DM you the picture so I can show it on stream. There's the meme. Ruby community has opinions that are too strong. Dude, who cares? Whatever language works. Whatever works. That's all that matters. At first, when I started programming, I was like trying to learn every language in the world, and then I realized like it gives me zero on value. All that time spent doesn't matter. All right. Sounds awful. Are you using Python for daily web scraping? I don't. The only time I've done a web scraper, it was in Ruby. With not in Ruby, sorry, in JavaScript with something called Selenium. But that was years ago. Okay, not that long ago, but. Alright, here is the folder. Let's see if this thing still works. I don't always do code streams, but I want to start doing machine learning, and I think it'd be cool for chat to learn with me, and then I could document what I'm doing and show you guys. Maybe even teach if I'm good enough at the time. I made a, for those of you who are actually interested, I made a playlist right now. I think I have like 3 or 4 videos in there of algorithms and data structures. And I'm just going to keep adding to the playlist and try and make it as large as possible. So everything you would need mostly for code, but a lot for machine learning. So let me pull it up. This right here. I'll link it if any of you guys are interested. So they're meant to, I try to keep them short, under 10 minutes if possible, but we talk about that specific thing, then we look over an example, and then at the end of the video we do it together. Very simple structure. Alright, let's see what happens when we train a classification model. You need to have a label data set. You can find many of those in Kaggle, and you can use your model to classify data. Okay, so where would you recommend I start off XT? Maybe even to see an example. I did one project, but it was in C#, and to be honest, I copy pasted more than I actually wrote myself. Oh wait, you made me a mod. Are you sure you want to trust me with that much power? I don't know. I mean, I could always take it away. Okay, let me get something. Thanks. I appreciate that. How's everyone doing today? Saturday night. You guys are spending it watching me and my long Keanu Reeves wannabe hair. Also, check out the AI machine learning SaaS platforms in the cloud. Drunk with power for 2 seconds, I see. Victor's gonna take this channel to the ground if I don't. He's like the self-destruct button. All I gotta do is unleash him for 10 minutes. I wanna do AWS machine learning. That seems so expensive though. Like, all the resources you're gonna use on AWS, you're gonna get like a $15,000 bill at the end of the month. You ever see those guys? I get it, but why not just try and do it on your own, like your own server or something? Especially with how cheap fiber internet is. I don't get it. Like, you could build a PC for $5,000, you know, like two 2080s and an okay CPU, and that would run like a crazy, you know, that'd be crazy. And you can use it for other things if you really want to. AWS is fast and you can put a cap on the billing. I didn't know that. But I know it's fast, but it is expensive. That's what I for sure know. I've seen a couple people forget to cap and getting big bills. I'm totally lost on how I did this the first time. Not this song again. Because clouds offer better redundancy, geo-balancing, managed databases, managed tools and VMs, and other things more. Application give resources. The pricing depends on how much and on what you use. Okay. Makes sense. That does make sense. So I don't really remember the account I had this all set up on, to be honest. Anyone remember how to check users in Postgres? Postgres CLI check users. I remember now. PSQL minus U Postgres. Boom. We in the house. What up, kinematics? Got some good stuff going. We got 2 machine learning, data science people in here, kinematics and XT. Yeah, so kinematics, we were talking earlier about what's a good way to start with univariate linear regression. Still playing League though. Oh hell yeah, dude. Oh, look at that. How do I do this? Well, if any of you guys are in the Grind Reel Discord, look in the mods and you'll see the bot running. Hey bro, we still watching you. Hell yeah. Click daily UK. Do you do like UK news or something? Hi, just following Josh from Discord. Oh, thanks for being here, Kevin. I hope you enjoy what we're talking about today. Doing something a little different than my usual content, but if people like it, I'll do it more. It's just a big investment on time, but it's fun. So I'm gonna pull up right now this bot I made a while back. This garbage collector bot. I'm late as fuck. I'm late as fuck and I'm drunk as fuck. It's okay. But I'll explain what's on the screen. Awesome. You do you, man. Play League. It's Saturday night. I can't expect people, like, don't expect that many people to be here watching me on a Saturday night. You know, that's like a weird thing to think about. Garbage collector bot. Yeah, so that was the name of the bot. It's in Grind Reel Discord. Let's see. Auxiliary screen. Oh no, get my face out of here. So if I zoom this out, you'll see it right there. Garbage collector there in the bottom. So that bot, the one that says building the API, will do a bunch of stuff and we'll go over that. And then hopefully we could do some machine learning on that. Maybe kinematics and XF can help us. All this time we've been watching you and taking live phone calls about your live on our show. Clicked it. Wait, it's a show? You've been taking calls about me? I'm sure. Live call INS trolling YouTubers. Wait, what? You're serious? Oh my. Wait, so who are you calling? Are you calling like scammers or something and trolling them? What do you mean trolling YouTubers? I'm a little confused. I have no idea what you do, but garbage truck would be a cooler name. Well, the garbage collector has like this logo. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull it up again. Has like this funny logo. Where it's like the grind reel logo and this garbage guy, and he has like grind reel merch on him, and he's the garbage collector, and he collects everything in the Discord. So it's almost like a joke of grind reel having a bunch of trash in it. Off a Discord bot, you're trying to play life on hard mode. Oh no, dude, listen, this thing was engineered pretty well. There's a Discord bot and there's an API. The Discord bot every 24 hours collects a bunch of information, messages, reactions, new members, members that left, members that were kicked, every single detail of the Discord, of the server, and sends it to the API every 24 hours. And the API organizes it and stores it in this giant database, which right now, it's not that big, but I have 11 megabytes worth of data. And I'm sure right now, if I were to throw in all the new users, I would at least double that, because that was 8,000 users at the time, maybe even less. And now we're at 14, 15K. And yeah, and then I was thinking of doing some machine learning on that and making it public, so first of all, anyone can jump on it. Hey bro, I got some haters from your channel. You serious? I only got one hater. One like real hater, like this guy who comes to every video and dislikes, but they talk trash about you on live calls. It's okay. All engagement is good engagement. 11 megabytes, yikes. Are you saying like that's not a lot or that's a lot? What's the goal of your algorithm? Game starting soon, so probably won't reply for a bit. Oh, for the, I don't know. I just wanted to do some machine learning projects, kinematics, and I thought if I could do a couple small ones and understand what I'm doing, then I can jump into this with a bit more, like, I wouldn't know where to start with all the data I have right now, with that 11 megabytes, which is not that much, I guess. Megabytes is small boy. Data mining seems closer than, yeah. I mean, I'm not collecting anything bad. I just sent a link, but maybe didn't go through. Are you in Discord? Are you in Grindreel Discord, XT? Hello, I just came from Joshua's channel. Hello, Jack. Checking into data science. I'm self-taught and would have been doing Coursera course. Do you think without a degree you can get a job? In data science, you can actually ask Kinematics, he's in here. We had a conversation about this. It makes sense why you need one. I'm sure you can get a job without a degree, but it's not going to be easy, especially in data science and in machine learning. You'll have a hard time. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I nearly did it. Pretty much what I would tell you to do, Jack, and what I almost did was I got a web developer job at a company that did AI. And then slowly over time, I tried to push myself into the AI section. So I was like, hey, I actually learned about X and I see you guys are doing that. Do you mind if I like maybe give it a try? You know, and like do it on your own, like GitHub, do it on your own, like clone that repo and do it on your own. And then maybe if it works, you'd be like, hey, look, it works. And you know, kind of show them that you want to do that and they might allow you. In my case, it didn't end up working, but something is above my code level, but people in here who want to try machine learning for the first time, please try ML5, spell at runway. I'm just starting off. This is not that crazy. This is more data analysis and collecting than... You'll have a hard time. I barely got a job because I have a bachelor's. Most companies want a PhD. Yeah. Most companies want a master's or PhD. It also depends where you live. Where I live... in Montreal, I don't know if you know this, kinematics, but AI is obnoxious huge here. I say AI, I mean like hardware with machine learning. We got a bunch of big companies here. So if you come here, you might have a good chance. I don't know. You could do statistical analysis. I don't know. That sounds kind of boring, to be honest. What do people do with data science in their businesses nowadays? You could do a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure with data science, but I can give you machine learning examples. I study pharmacy and we do statistics. Will that help? Yeah. Well, if you're doing pharmacy and you have the maths from pharmacy, I'm sure you can use those and get some projects done and then apply to a job, and maybe that will help. Oh, I see. You put some links. I got your links, XT. Python for NLP. Okay, let me open this up. Importing the required libraries. First step is to import the required libraries. And font lib down. What's up, Ben K? I keep saying Ben K. It's Ben Cand, right? Ooh, this looks good. All right. All right, thanks a lot. Hey, Jack, don't just ask me. Ask a couple people. Maybe a couple people who are actually working in the industry. But that's just my advice. Oh, and I use Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so I used Jupyter Notebook once, but I was doing the Andrew, whatever his last name is, Coursera course, but I found it really boring because all it was, like, there wasn't really much code. And also he wanted you to do MATLAB and another language that you have to be in a university to use. So you gotta, like, buy it. And I didn't really want to spend a bunch of money on a language that I'm not going to use much. What is that blob of text? Is it really small for you guys? There we go. Oh, this is cool. So should we just follow along and see if we can figure this out? Should I first apply for freelance, part-time, or internships when I feel comfortable? You're never gonna feel comfortable. Unless you've been working in the industry. But for a first job, I don't think you'll ever feel comfortable. And what do you consider real-life projects? Like, you can, one thing I saw someone do, and it was really smart, was he pretended that he freelanced, so he created a bunch of fake businesses and made a bunch of portfolio projects towards those businesses. So while technically he wasn't actually freelancing, I mean, he was, but for his own fake businesses, or for his own businesses that he created. And then he had like 10, I think he had like 10 projects. It all looked like really professional. Like, one was for a gym, one was for like some supplement company, and he had a bunch of these projects, and then he got hired. He's even younger than me. Really smart. It's genius. It is. It was really smart. And a lot of people don't like lying to interviewer, but there's like a fine line there, you know? Like, at the end of the day, in his situation, he needed a job very badly. Like that, he needed it, like it was that or going homeless. So he did whatever he could, and it worked. You know? Sounds like critical thinking. Yeah, it is. Let's see if I can find the projects later, but so what's this data set that you sent me? Alright, you guys want to do this? We'll go through it together. We'll do this. We'll go through the garbage collector in another stream. I think it's rare to find a DS position in freelance. Consulting is more common in the US. Yeah, here you have contract work. So you have companies that don't need a full-time data scientist, but they need something specific, like why is our sales page not doing well in this specific way or that specific way, and then they get a bunch of data on like what they're clicking on and all that, and then they go and figure it out. That's what I've seen. I could be wrong though. It's like problem solving, but you don't know exactly how it works, so you're just collecting a bunch of data, and then you have someone use that data to figure out a solution. I know there's one program, I don't remember what it's called, but you can, I'm sure it made websites really slow, but you can actually track where the mouse is. So like you can see the path of the mouse of your users, which is really cool for the UX UI people, because they can see where the mouse is going is probably where the eyes of the user is going, and they can direct it to the specific point they need it to be. I found that really cool. People lie all the time. So what does it matter? He did the work just for a fake company. For all they know, the company went out of business. Yeah, exactly. It's not like, yeah. To be honest, he showed his skill, and it's not like he lied to them in the sense that he can't do the job and they're hiring someone who's unqualified, you know? He just tried to make himself more credible, which I don't think, to me, it's not a big deal. How does that correlate with UI UX research? Oh, so like, sometimes you want to force people to something specific on your site, and that's how you do it. Like, think about it when in cinematography, something I've talked about a lot, and I'm actually going to pull up a video of mine. You know, when you're watching movies and stuff, usually the background is super blurry, and the person you're watching, their face is like perfectly in focus. Now, why do you need the background to be blurry? Because you want to focus onto something specific. Literally what the word means, focus. So you're directing your, movies, you don't realize it, but a lot of times the lighting, the way the camera is angled and all that, it literally, it subconsciously directs you to look or feel a specific way. In terms of data science, some data sets in practice are a lot cleaner than real data sets. I'm sure, but that's where the data analytics comes in, right? And that's when you make it cleaner. Why you guys say UI UX? UI is looks, I guess you would say, and UX is experience. So yeah, UI and UX usually go hand in hand. Exactly. I like to say both because I don't want to think about which one for that specific sentence. I know they are not. I know they are in antithetic. I know that much. What do you mean? Or did I read that wrong? UI means user interface, UI user experience. Yeah. Thanks, Mikael. I'll definitely be tuning in from time to time. Have a nice one. Thank you, Jack. Have a good night. I'll see you around. Let me pull up this here. So in this video, I was talking about, let's pull this up. All right, so here's example 1. This is me. I'm in focus. Background is super blurry. I mean, you could tell that's a plant. You could tell this is a pillow and there's a couch, but I bet you can't tell what's on the shelf here. And you're focused onto me because I'm the only thing in focus, and it's sharp, and you're just naturally pulled towards me. Then if we go to a different aperture, it does get darker. I think it was all the way at the end. Now, whoops. Everything is in focus pretty much. So it's a lot darker. I was explaining aperture, but let's pretend it was just as bright as the other shot. You could see the couch in detail. You could see the pillows. You can actually see O and E on the pillow. You can see there's a couple candles. There's a plant. There's a glass vase. I think that's what it's called. There's a flower. I'm holding a rock band stick. Like, you could see the details, and now I'm not as interesting because there's more things around me that are in focus. So think about that when you're making your site. Like, business sites that are selling products, really want to focus you onto that one specific thing. So like think about this, when you're going onto like a subscription site, when you're buying something and they make you pay monthly, you know how usually they have like a green border around the best deal. Usually there's like $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month, and then $30 a month has this border around it, and it says most bought or best deal or whatever. That's because they want to focus you onto the most expensive one so they make the most money or something like that. There's different ways of attracting people to look at certain things. No one really asks you to just implement a Python library function. Most companies want business insights or inference, at least the ones who are worth pursuing. Do they really care what you use or how you do it? Like if you just give them what they're looking for, does it really matter how you do it? Late, but here's my take. You don't need a degree to implement the Python libraries, but depending on the job, they might require you to do other things, like read research papers. That's true. That's actually very true, because you have to write like big reports after every project, right? Like lab reports, pretty much. Yeah, I know the acronyms, but you refer to both when you're referring to one of them specifically when describing one of the arguments. I find it confusing. All right, my bad. I'll try and say the right one. I just don't. I say both because it's sometimes I just don't realize which one I want to talk about. All right, let me close this. What are we gonna call this? Well, often UI is often in need of UX. Yeah, that's what I mean, but I mean, I get where it's confusing. Alright, so I'm not typing this out, but let's do this. Wait, what does this mean in Python? Yeah, I don't know what that is. All the scripts in the article have been run using the Jupyter notebook. Okay, that's something I might need your help, XF, if you don't mind. Or, sorry, XT. No, you guys are the professionals here. I don't know. No. We made a mistake. To be honest, this guy's drawing for me is just out of laziness of having to be like, which one am I talking about? I just bind them together. Hey, Mike just woke up. Damn, Dejvid, you came at a perfect time. Josh raided me through Discord and we had like 20 viewers. So watch hours are gonna go through the roof today. Well, from the course I took, I can implement UX without implementing UI in editorial. Well, part of your user experience is a nice looking website. Like, have you ever seen those like 2002 looking like Google sites that have literally no CSS, it's just HTML? Would you swipe your credit card on one of those sites? Like, would you actually buy something if it didn't look good? Like when you go to Amazon, it looks like a professional site. It runs like a professional site. Now imagine if it didn't. Would you actually spend your money there? I wouldn't. So the visual, the UI does work together through the UX. But to me, UX is way more important. Like, I don't think you should focus so much on a color palette until you have other things down. And also, colors mean a lot when it comes to UX. Wait. Isn't UX about how the user uses the site or product? Yeah, UX is how they're interacting, while UI is the setup of the page. But together, they work together. You can't really do one or the other. At least I don't think so. Yeah, I don't really think so. I can't think of an example. Now, why is it screaming at me? Unable to import pandas? Alright, so clear this up for me. In Python, you have to download it before you import it, right? So you have to use pip install. Now, do I have to install it into the specific project folder, or can I just install it globally? That's what I don't remember. Pip installs pandas, yeah. You should use Anaconda. Pip install Numpy, yeah. Or Miniconda. I don't even know the difference kinematics, to be honest with you. Could not install packages. Access is denied. Oh. Could not install packages. Access is denied. 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 Co Wait, what? Someone want to help me out with this one? Or did we just Google? Miniconda has less libraries and lower disk size. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go with pip just because I have it set up and I wanna get this going as fast as I can, to be honest. But I'll look into Miniconda. More specifically, I mean, you focus on what the user does instead of directing them or what you want and monetize your use. You want to manipulate how they use your site without them realizing it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole science behind colors and how they make you feel. And not directly, but subconsciously how they make you feel. So that's technically a part of UI, but it factors into how the user experiences. Like if your site is all red with like white font on it, do you really like that'd be really hard to look good, to make it look good. It's all about dealing with the user's expectations and ideas about how to use things. Yeah, but manipulating is UI, right? Manipulating is both. Again, they both work together. UI, if you really had to define it, UI would be strictly how the page is designed, and UX would be strictly how the user interacts with the page. But really, they go together. Remember color with the thumbnail? What's that? Giving them little hints and helping them out through sensory cues. Exactly. Thanks for subscribing, Jack. I see you. I don't know if you're still in the stream. UX is not about making money. No, not directly. It depends on what your site is about. I just use an example about using UX to make more money by forcing people to do things that are... Like, you know, with a lot of sites, it's very hard to cancel your subscription or whatever because the user experience to cancel a subscription is so complicated that people are just too lazy to do it. You ever see sites like those? Like, not many people do it anymore, but there used to be a lot of sites that you sign up for a subscription monthly and then like you'd be like, I don't like this, so you want to cancel it. And instead of them having just like a quick opt-out email, they would make you call them. So you would call someone in a call center and it would take you an hour to get in a call with them and cancel your subscription or whatever. Facebook. Yeah, so like that's user experience. It's big manipulation. Alright, sorry, let me import everything. Wait, so what do I do with this? I'm gonna have dinner, be back in a bit. Alright. Enjoy. Thanks for being here. Try Jupyter though, less hassle. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull that up. But I still need to import all these things to use Jupyter, right? Or can you just run the stuff straight into Jupyter? You're thinking about analytics and user tracking instead of UX. UX is designed how the user feels. Yeah, but the whole point of doing UX is to control what they're doing. At least that's the way I think when I work on that. Yeah, Jupyter is usually better. Yeah, I'll for sure use Jupyter. I'm just not sure. I'm assuming I have to import still all these things. Numpy, pandas, import what's that? Regular expressions. NLTK, is that the natural language thing? Where's my definition? No, it's not imported. Matplotlib is a math thing. Like how phone apps send notifications to keep you engaged. I'm thinking more of the birth of the UX. Products like the Roland TB303 were never meant to be an instrument, but learning grew a machine for a real instrument. Matpop is plotting. Oh. Oops. I don't think you can port up EY file into IP. What's IPYNB? That's why XT is saying to use Jupyter. No, I mean, okay, so I have import numpy as np, import pandas as pd. If I run this in Jupyter, do I not need to import them? You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking about this in a very JavaScript way. I mean, like, what would you do to make this work? Do I not have to? You can't run this in Jupyter? Oh, then what do I do to make this work in Jupyter? Jupyter is a separate thing. Okay, let me... Thanks again, Victor and Mikael. No, thank you for being here. You need to make a new notebook in Jupyter? Okay, let me pull up Jupyter. Install Jupyter Lab? Sure. Conda install. Do I have Conda? Or gpip. Please work. You need to run a Jupyter server? Okay, let's figure this out. Well, I guess this stream is gonna be a setup stream until we can make sure we got everything ready. Also, shame on you, Windows. Don't start. I have to use Windows. Adobe Suite, DaVinci Resolve. I have to. I used to use Mac, and then I realized I'm spending way too much money. What type of file is the information in? Let's see. CSV. It's just a giant CSV. But seriously, get a real OS like Linux and program with butterflies. Oh god, don't start this argument. I don't mind Windows. It just runs better for what I do. And I hated switching back and forth between Linux and Mac and Windows. Also, for my job that I used to work at, we were doing C#, and it was just at the time, I think, when they were starting to use there's a thing to make C# work on Linux or Mac, but at the time you were, I think, .NET. No, sorry, not .NET. MVC, like the original .NET. I'm thinking .NET Core was meant to work on multiple OSs, but .NET, the original, there's a name for it. I'm totally blanking out. Mono is what it was called. So we were using the old .NET. What's it called? It starts with an A. I can't believe I'm forgetting this. ASP? .NET ASP? Is that what it was? Yeah, ASP.NET. So that works on a Windows machine only. So you'd have to do a VM on your Mac or whatever. I'm given a Linux VM, but I prefer Windows. Yeah. Oh, ASP, not... Yeah, that's what it is. Windows is just like... It works. I don't know. That's a .NET thing in general. Well, .NET Core is meant to work on multiple OSs. If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it's .NET Core. I don't know. I'm totally forgetting all the terminology. Oh, it didn't work. That's awesome. Access denied. How do I give it access? ASP.NET works on .NET Core now. Okay. That's good. I think Microsoft is going to dump the Windows only .NET soon in favor of .NET Core. Yeah, that I hope so. Plus machine learning isn't really coding. That's true. So all this dumb stuff about VI and Linux doesn't really apply. Yeah. To be honest, the reason I want to learn machine learning is so I can apply it to everything, everyday things in my life. Like, I think that'd be really cool if I was like, if I made a machine learning program to do a specific thing for me, and maybe I connected it to like hardware or something, and made like a little AI like automation. Like, this is this guy, I don't remember his name, but he would automate. He had like these giant machines, and he would automate like random tasks. He would automate like a coffee maker, so something to press the button on the coffee machine, but like, you know, he would drop like a ball and it would go down like a railing, and then it would hit a balloon and the balloon would pop, and it would go like all around his room just to press like a button on a machine. I feel like that'd be really cool to do with machine learning, like something obnoxiously complicated just for something tiny. You made a comment about Andrew and G course, and if it's anything like the course I took with Andrew, it's definitely a good foundation. I found the course a little boring because it was so much theory. I just want to jump into the code and figure it out as I go. I know that's a lot harder to do, but that's just how I've always done it. If it's too much for me, then yeah, I'll go back to the course, but I don't really want to just like listen to theory and functions and stuff. The theory is the machine learning. Yeah, I know. That's true. It's really not that much code. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you can like the stream, and if you enjoy my channel, you can subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you who are here. I gotta remind myself to plug, you know. We are the machines and we are learning. Machine learning is math. It is. You manipulate the data set so they fit the equation. Yeah, that's a perfect way of explaining it. I did one like, I want to say it's machine learning, but to be honest, it probably wasn't. I made this game in Unity, and I had like a turret, and the turret would follow any character in the game that was closest to it, and it had to like if you were running at 5 miles an hour, it would have to like calculate where to shoot the bullet so that it can't, so like you walk into the bullet, because the bullet had like crazy drag. So if it shot straight to you, you would miss every time. That's AI. It wasn't that complicated though. I still have the videos for it. It was like the stupidest thing ever. That's an in-game AI. Okay. It looks so funny. Like, I'll show you guys the video now, and you're gonna find it hilarious. So that was the turret, and that's you, and you would like fly around this beautiful map, and the turret would follow you and would try to like predict where you are. And when you get shot, you would lose gravity and you would just fall. I mean, you would lose your hovering ability, so you just become like a potato. AI doesn't have to be complicated. I always assume it is though. Good art uses math too. Cinematography uses math. IBM is part of our team for one of our projects. Damn. I do like to work with IBM for machine learning too. Oh, I missed a couple messages. My bad. We're using a bunch of their data engineers for data pipelines. With Python, you can analyze your game and see the heat map of where most people die at the most. Yeah, so what Crystal is talking about right there, the analyzing the heat map, there's something like that for web apps, which was very interesting. So it would give you like literally like a heat map, like red zone, whatever, and you can see where people are going to on your page and fix it up to force them to another part. But yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know they have it for games though. They are just intelligent agents and have a model of their world and calculates their move based on their goals. Machine learning is complicated. I don't know what people are trying to say this. I guess it depends on how you're doing it. Can't just throw data in a model. Found information out in a book. Damn. Where's that book at? Models have the assumptions based on the statistics involved. If you don't test your data set, your model won't work. School him, kinematics. School him. Alright, let's figure this out, because I actually want to get shit done. So it works when you add the user command? Is that what it is? So did it install Jupyter? Is that what it just did? Okay, so we got that installed, I guess. You are completely right. I think Victor's just trying to troll though. I should stop talking though, because we got dicked on last game, damn. Why are you playing League when you got games like Overwatch out there? You don't like that 3D aim? Time for my Coke Zero, not a sponsor. 13 viewers, what the fuck? You flexing them big numbers now? Oh shit. Okay, Rev, stay here. Stay. Sit and stay. Pocket. Rev is in the stream. Get in here. Dude, Pocket and I were trying to get you back in Discord, at least to my server. But you won't get back in here. I knew Mike when he was cool. Oh yeah, fucking cunt. Almost died just now typing. You gotta get on your phone, kinematics, and then one hand. Because in League you can play with one hand pretty much. So you just like text on the phone with one hand and mouse on the other. I'm not trolling, man, although can you really tell? I can never tell, Victor. I can't tell till the combo's over and I go back and reread it and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even realize. It is I indeed. Wait, Rev, are you still in Grindreel Discord? Because for the past week I've been tagging a guy that had the same name as you, like Rivirez or whatever it was. I can't tell if it's you or I'm just driving this rando crazy. Sip Zero. Not a sponsor. I can't say their name or else I'm giving them free promotion. Yeah, Rev, the reason I have so many people here is because I did a video with Josh and I streamed right after he did his video and then he raided me. Lope, not me. Well, it sucks. We miss you. What time is it for you right now? Is it morning? Oh, Rev, we're doing some Python. You could probably help me out with this. Even though Kinematics is like half helping because he's playing League right now, and then XF went to go eat. 4 a.m. Goddamn. I thought you were trying to get your shit together. What are you doing up at 4 a.m.? You get the notification and you woke up and you're still like, oh shit, I gotta go watch Mike's stream. I was banned from Grindreel, remember? Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Just join my Discord. I want to post the link for you. We don't have to voice chat 24/7. You could just like hop in when you're done your work and when I'm done my work. Anyone who wants to join, I put my Discord link there. Right now it's called Grind Rocket, which was meant to be some kind of version of Grindreel but Canadian. Anyway, there's a whole story there, but I'm gonna rebrand it because now Josh and I are gonna be working on some things together through Grindreel, which is exciting. We're gonna be building some courses and some cool stuff. Vectors and air traffic control. Canada, yep. Canada land. Rev, did you get to see the short film I made? It was absolutely cringy, but the cinematography was spicy. Like the one angle that was a bit trash was the front angle, because you got like the window in the background, and we shot it at way too bright. It was way too bright outside, and yeah, I couldn't do much. So the background was like ridiculous white. Think so. You did another one? I remember one. Yeah, I did another one now. I'm trying to do one every week, but I have to find more actors. Also, scripts take a while to write. Alright, so what's your goal with this, Mike? With this project, or what are you referring to? I'm just not sure. Okay, so you have to add dash dash user and then it works. That's pretty annoying. Can you chain a bunch of things for the project? Oh, so XF linked this to me. It's an example of sentiment analysis. So she was saying that'd be a good first project to do with machine learning. I don't know if that's considered machine learning or if that's more like data science or whatever, but kinematics was telling me about univariate linear regression, which I've kind of done once, but I want to do it with Python and from scratch. Ah, that's fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I like it because I have no clue what I'm doing, and that's fun. Jumping into something, not knowing at all, it's fun. Changes things up. NLTK and SciPy pandas all the way. I'm sure I said that wrong. SciPy? Check this out. I made this one project a while back. It was in C#. So C#, ml.net was the name of the whatever it's called, the package. ml.net, machinelearning.net. I don't know why I did it, but okay, I'm jumping off. Thanks for your chat. No, thank you for being here, dude. Seriously, I appreciate all you guys who are in here spending your Saturday night hanging out with me in stream. If you guys enjoy the stream, you can leave a like, which helps me out. And yeah, you can subscribe if you want to see the next streams. I'm going to stream tomorrow, I think, on Twitch. But we'll see if that actually happens. You look so serious in your profile pic. Oh yeah, dude. I was trying to smile. That's like my smile. That was depressed, Mike, so I was like, I need a job. And now I'm happier. So let me find this. Here. So there was a tax fare predictors and a simple machine learning app using. Yeah, so this was does depressed Mike need a hug? No. He did. This was a flower thing predictor. So you got this like iris data set, and you got the sepal, I don't know how to pronounce it. Sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and the label. And with this data set, you would create your model, you would train it, and then you would give it something like a predicted flower. So you give it the size of a flower, and it would give you the flower it thinks it is. So by the dimensions of the flower, it would try and predict what that flower is, which is really cool. I'm gonna bounce though. Just thought I'd hop on and say hello. If I remake Discord at any point, I'll hop on, but not at the moment. I don't even have an account anymore. It's fair. Don't worry about it, Rev. I just have to stream more so you can be in here. Peace out, fam. Have a good stream. Catch you next time. Have a good night, Rev, or morning. There's some simple predictions you can make with very simple statistics probability. Yeah, but again, I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't. But it was cool. It worked. Look how short it was too. 77 lines. And there's a bunch of spaces in here because C#. And say hello to Pocket for me. Damn it, he's not in here and it's annoying. I tried. What's your GitHub? I can post the link if you'd like. Put it on chat. Yep. Will do. What's this one? I don't even know what this is. Yeah, so this one I was like following along. But this project was predicting the fare of a taxi. So vendor rate, rate code, passenger count, trip time, distance, payment type, and fare amount. But to be honest, most of the stuff I was copy pasting at the time. Got a new follower in GitHub. Thanks, man. Too bad I can't monetize GitHub. Alright, let's go back to this. It's crazy that I have 11 people in here right now. Because for those who don't know, YouTube, to monetize your channel, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And usually when I stream, I've got about 2 to 5 people in the stream, and they stay between 10 to 20 minutes each. But now I've been streaming for an hour and a half, and most of you have been here for an hour. So let's say there was 10 of you who watched for an hour. That's 10 hours of watch time. You've been to Israel? Yeah, actually, I have a lot of family there. So you see, like, this is what I need to monetize my channel. Those are like the requirements. So you guys being here right now, it means a lot. It really does. Like, it goes a long way. And it's not like I'm going to make a lot of money in my first year of YouTube, but you know, just to be able to monetize, that's huge. I've always wanted to go there, dude. It's a great place. Are you technically Jewish? Yes, I am. For my mama and papa. Could not find version that satisfies the requirement of. Should I just install matplotlib and they will figure that out? Okay, that makes more sense. Nice is pretty cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I got a bunch of family there. And, yeah. Can someone explain to me what this is? Why this would be there? I feel like that's meant to be a comment, but they pressed the wrong button. I don't know. Doesn't seem like something in Python, like an actual command. But if you look here, they just have it there. I don't know what to think. Alright, import the dataset. Let's do that. We'll use Panda's read CSV function as shown below. So, is the code too small for you guys? Do I need to make it bigger, or can you guys see it? We got our data link, and that links to this giant CSV file. I'm guessing what this does. So someone correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe kinematics if you're still here. But it's tiny. Okay, let me make it bigger. So kinematics, correct me if I'm wrong, but read CSV from the pandas library, is it gonna go and separate everything by line into like a table? Like organize. Oh wait, output looks like this. First, let's see how the dataset looks using the head method. Whoops. So I'm guessing I have to run this in Jupyter. I have no clue how to do that, so we'll have to figure that out. Jupyter Notebook. Vector says yes. Okay, perfect. Wait, I installed Jupyter already though. Did I not? To run the notebook, to run the following command at maximum command prompt. Alright, so when I put the Jupyter notebook command not found, that's probably because it's not in the env file, right? You run the server and go into your browser? Okay. I remember there being an option to do that. Well, I should localhost some port. Yeah, but it's not connected to, yeah, it's not my path. That's what I'm saying. I totally forget how to connect it to my path. Let's see. You go to settings. Oh, do I Google it or do I try and figure it out? I'll just Google it. System, advanced. I gotta go control panel. Advanced system, then we go into environment variables, then we go into path, and then edit. Yes. Can I see the folder structure of your project for a sec to see if I can help you out? Oh, it's just one file. Now, how do I? Anyone know what I should be doing here? Consider adding this directory to path. If you prefer to suppress this warning, use that. Is installed in roaming scripts, which is not a path. Consider. Okay, so just add this to a path. New, boom, click. Okay, okay. Now what happens? I might have to restart it. It's like git bash. One CSV file to be exact. Oh yeah, that's true. But the CSV file isn't local. See, I only got one file in there. Get me on voice chat then so I can help you with technical details. You have to restart the shell, yeah. I'll get in voice chat later. I want to try and figure this out first. Oh my god, I almost put semicolon at the end. So used to JavaScript. Alright, so... Nope, wrong one. Thanks everyone for subscribing and liking the stream. I'm really surprised in how many people came from Josh's video. So thanks everyone. Damn, like 7 people. That's nutty. I don't use semicolons anymore, only in C#, Java, and C++. I'm just so used to it. JavaScript semicolons are optional, so I just don't. Yeah, it's fair. I just got so used to it, even though I could automate it. Oh, here we go. It's running. Alright, we got it running. Kinematics, I hope you're proud of me. Hell yeah. Now, how do I run it? Woo! How do you run this shit? Control C to stop server. Should it not run automatically because I put this here? Running clusters. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. File run. Edit run. No way, they have brainfuck in Jupyter? That's funny. Alright, Victor, I'm guessing you know how to do this. You have to create a new notebook. Like this. Notebook Python 3. Yep, okay. So what? Wait, so is a notebook like a log? Like once you run the program, it's gonna. So you run your machine learning or whatever it is, and then you log the output onto a notebook? Is that how it works? Usually you put your imports in one box, press enter. Wait, so what do I put in here? Shouldn't I be putting the file name or something of what file it should be running? Or is that wrong? Like, what is this in thing? Or am I supposed to be copy pasting this file? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's what I had to do. But that'd be annoying to have to copy paste the whole thing every time, right? No, it'll just run your Python code without putting anything in there? No, you have to put the code in there. Or am I doing that wrong? You're right there? Okay. So let's see. Tweet ID, airline sentiment confidence, negative reason, bad flight, can't tell. Oh, this is really cool. Airline, sentiment gold, name, negative reason gold, retweet count, tweet core, tweet created, tweet location, user time zone. Okay, that's really cool. That's a lot of data. I'm guessing we don't need most of that. You're right there. You can put code there, markdown, and other things. It's a playground for code. Okay. But you do have to copy paste your code every single time. Correct? No, you can save it? Oh, okay. Can you like go back in here and rerun it? Oh, you could. Okay. Let me get rid of this if I can. Anyways, I can rerun it, so that works. All right, let's keep going. Data analysis. Let's explore the dataset a bit more and see if we can find any trends. But before that, we'll be training the default plot size to have a better view of the plots, executing the following script. So plot size plt. What's plt? That's plotlib. Okay. Figure fig size. Print plot size 0, 1, 0 equals 8, size equals 1. Wait, what? Am I crazy or does that make absolutely no sense? Plot size, PLT, RC params, figure. No, you can share it too if you had a shared Jupyter server. Oh, okay. A lot of data science teams use it to share notebooks. Got it. Yeah, I have to figure that out. So I might be going crazy, but here we're using pandas. Now we're changing something from plotlib, but they're not interacting. What did make sense? I'm just confused on what we're like. We're changing this, or no? Plot size is equal to plotlib rc params figure.fig size. Now what is that? Do I get any definitions? It provides a MATLAB way like a prodding. Okay. So we're printing out 0 and 1, and then we're changing it to 8 and 6. And then we're putting it back in. Okay, never mind. Makes sense. Totally makes sense. So you're learning with dummy data before tackling the CSV file. Yeah, I'm just trying to play around with it and follow this article that XF very nicely shared with me. And then once I get this figured out, I'm gonna, just to not make any promises, gonna say probably in tomorrow's stream, we'll actually get something like an actual project going. Because this is all new to me, so I'm figuring this out as I go. Plotlib is for making graphs. Okay, got it. Let's see. Let's see the number of tweets for each airline. We'll plot a pie chart for that. Okay, so it doesn't really tell me what I should be removing, what I should be keeping. I'm gonna keep both, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I can print out both. Awesome. Print plot size 1. Okay, so that's this 6 and 4, right? And then we get this graph, which is coming from head, and then we get this dot plot, and that gives us this pie chart. Perfect. URL, yeah, I'll send you the URL link right now. Tell me if it works. Dog on the lap, dude. My dog knocked over my camera today. I've never been so scared in my life. So much time and money falling very fast towards the floor. Scared the absolute crap out of me. Thankfully, I have a cage on my camera, and that for sure saved it. But I'm really worried that she shook up something inside, and if she did, I don't know what to do. I mean, do I buy another camera, or what? I'm happy to hear your dog's feeling better, Victor. It's good news. Did you buy it with a credit card like American Express? No, I bought it on a business card through Avion, which I guess is a Canadian thing. I doubt they would be able to do much. I can look into it if I really cared about it, but I don't know. I think it's okay. I did a couple tests, and you guys are watching me through it right now, and everything looks fine. So I think I just got really lucky. Anyways, let's do this now. So let's keep the steps in order. They usually add some. Oh no, I read that already. This is really cool. Like really cool. Like I'm thinking of so many ways of using this right now. Gonna get rid of that. So from the output, you can see the majority of tweets are negative, followed by the neutral tweets 21% and the positive tweets 16. So here you colored them So what? Oh wait, did I just kill my server? After some skull bursting, I think I got my head wrapped around the fundamentals of higher order functions. Hell yeah. Wait, so could someone clear this up for me? So we say plot, and then we give it the colors. But how does it know? And this is just like a random question. How does it know to give negative red, neutral yellow, and positive green? Where is it getting that from? Or is it just like, does it just automatically assume first color to negatives and you don't need a Jupyter server? Well, right now I'm running one locally. The colors means the supervised learner. No, I mean like, I'm not telling it negative is supposed to be red, neutral is supposed to be yellow, and positive is supposed to be green. I'm just like, I'm just curious. Where does where does it know that? Like there must be somewhere where that's specifically ordered. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a negative, 0, or positive float. Time to explore your data. Yeah, so I can uncomment this. Or sorry, I would do it in here. And then run it, and we get a chart. Run it, and then we get a chart. Okay. Excuse me. Why you no work? What the hell? Okay, I must be doing something wrong. It's probably by default for potlib. Do airline tweets.describe. Okay. Let's try it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, my monitor is too big for this font size. Let's comment this one out. Wait, what? Oh my god, what did I do? Holy crap. That's just me fat fingering the keyboard. There we go. Full screen Jupyter. We can switch back and forth in between them if you guys don't mind. Yeah, describe with brackets, of course. Break it, break it, break it. Oh, I just read your Jupyter code. That's built in dataset, I think. Oops, league game starting, BRB again. What I was just confused by is where is red being linked to negative? Where is yellow being linked to neutral? And where is green being linked to positive? I just don't see it happening anywhere, so I'm like, is it just deciding on its own? Is there an order? So because here it goes. Wait, where's the order? Let's rerun this. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm really confused why it's not showing the chart anymore. Read the docs for potlib, probably a default. But where is the where's the order? You know, like if there was an array of columns, so negative column, positive column, and neutral column, and then you wrote the order of the colors for the order of the columns, that would make sense. But it doesn't seem that doesn't seem to be the situation. So maybe like the first color goes to the lowest number, the second color goes to the middle, and the top color goes to the top, and then it figures itself out. I don't know. If you look at the CSV file, it has been already configured into the raw data. Yeah, that's a good example. That's a good idea. Let's pull that up. Actually, we have it right here. Neutral, positive, neutral, negative. And then you get a confidence. So it seems like positive is lower and negative is higher. There's some commas in the raw data, so you're indexing it. Yeah, that's what's happening from the read line. So line number right here, this one. That's grabbing the data from the CSV, and this is like turning it into a table. Upload is hosted or something. Three-legged cat. Oh, it's grouping by the first column. It's grouping by the first column. What? Much like you'd group a column by SQL. It's grouping. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's grouping by the first column, but is it just going in alphabetical order? I guess so. Yeah, I guess it's just going alphabetical order. So negative is first, neutral is second, and positive is last. Okay. There you go. That's the answer. Thank you, Victor. My hero. Alright, what's next? What I'm confused now by is I uncommented this line right here, and when I run the code, it's not actually bringing up the table anymore. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? Oh, there it is. Okay, I guess it decided on its own. It's your boy Ace. I can see chat now. Of course you can. It's your boy Ace. Ace, we're doing some Python, which I don't know why, but I always forget something in Python. I always do semicolons. And then we're starting some machine learning, I guess. Right now we're doing, I keep forgetting what it's called, sentiment analysis. And then I'm going to do probably linear regression. Univariate linear regression. Because I now know what that means. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so we did these two charts. Now we're on this one. So airline sentiment, airline tweets dot group by airline sentiment dot count unstack, and then turn it into a bar chart. Alright, we have to go through that first line because I'm a bit lost. Excuse me. So yeah, my dog is doing fine, but she's a heart patient now. Yeah, it sucks. Look at the data quest for a simple base with this stuff. Data quest. Oh yeah, isn't that where Mathman works? Maybe he can get me into it for free. Pretty sure Mathman works. Yeah, this is where Mathman works. They came to Montreal, but I missed it. I was gonna go meet him. She needs like 4 different meds every day now. Damn. Do you gotta inject anything or just pills? Just like throw the pills into her food? That's where I started when I was doing data things. Nice. I actually have brilliant.org, so that's all theory. I know if Kinematic saw this, he'd like cream his pants. Shit, I can't say that on YouTube. But yeah, they have a bunch of crazy stuff here. Wow, they really changed the site. Holy crap. The site never looked like this at first. They really changed it. Anyway, so they have like a bunch of artificial neural networks, machine learning, quantum computing. They have a bunch of crazy courses. And they're adding like really fast. They're adding courses on here. So I'm gonna see if this is way for me. I have Brilliant, it's dope. It really is. It's amazing. I pretty much got a computer science degree from here. Like whatever I needed to learn, this is where I got it from. I find it pretty pricey, but it's worth it if you're gonna use it. Anyway, so this is a machine learning course. I want to do it on stream, but I don't know if I'm allowed. Or like, where's the, like, what happens? Do I get sued? Because this is, you know, this is like serious content. Khan Academy is 100% free and has a legit math program. Yeah, that's true. I just like this because it makes more sense. I tried Khan Academy, I just didn't like it. It didn't click. Here they've got a lot more drawings, a lot more visuals, just it makes more sense to me. Man, you see they got a lot of crazy shit here. This is where I got stuck. Support vector machines. My mind has blown. I still don't understand I mean, I understand how they work. I don't understand how to do them. Where's the picture? There's no pictures? Okay. Yeah, support vector machine. My head is blown. Really is more exercises and hands-on learning. That's true. It feels like a course, not a tutorial. It's a genuine course. Jose Portilla on Udemy is a great instructor with the basics on these libs also. I'll look into that. I'll write a note actually on the side. There's our bar chart. American, Delta, Southwest, US Airways, United, and Virgin America. And this is how many of each one, right? Oh, and then we got colors, negative, neutral, positive. So that's probably also from alphabetical order, but in this case we didn't actually tell it what colors we wanted in the bar chart. I'm sure if we wanted to, we could. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if Mike can actually code. Hell yeah. I can copy paste, except I did something wrong. Colors is being depreciated. Remove the S. Oh wow. Hell yeah. Alright, so it's gotta be alphabetical order, and we could test that right now by moving red over, and yep, you are correct, Victor. It is grouping just like SQL. Alright, that's really cool. I'm learning. Never flown Virgin. They say it's dope as fuck. I've only flown WestJet. Or Air Canada, I think. At least to the US. One place I would love to go to is those like Machu Picchu places in like the middle of nowhere where they have like crazy mountains and you could just fly a drone around. But yeah, oh, just died. Nice. Did you lose though? But yeah, those labels are in your data set. It's for supervised learning. Back to league. Okay. Are you good at maths? I'm okay. I'm good at Googling, so that helps me a bit. But oh, now my phone thinks I'm talking to it. I'm okay at math. I was terrible at it in college, but I'm better now. If I'm motivated, I'll learn it. Like, that's not a problem. And also, I'm lucky. I have kinematics and a bunch of people in chat who are willing to help, or who have been helping, which is really nice of them. So, and I got you guys to do the math for me. I'm just kidding, by the way. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you can like the stream, and if you enjoy my channel, you can subscribe. But maybe check out some other videos. Some other videos might value you. I make cinematography content. I make code content. I make short films, which are usually bad, but they're funny because they're bad. Alright, let's keep going. Let's use the Seaborn library. Alright, let's see what this is about. Seaborn library for data visualization. Can't we just use plotlib for visualization? Or is this just like another level? I wonder if it saves my notebook, or do I have to remake it? Seaborn is a high-level wrapper for MATLAB. Oh, okay. That's perfect. We're definitely going to have to import it, so let's go and add that, right? Wait, is this another project now? This is another project. Alright, let's make another folder. I mean, another file. Oh, there's my plot. Okay, that's my notebook. Got it. First project. That goes in there. That goes in. No, crap. This is actually pretty fun, not gonna lie. Alright, import pandas, numpy, plotlib, and then Seaborn will go on top of plotlib. And then we're loading the dataset Titanic, but we're gonna have to import it, right? Am I right? Do we have to import it? Or is it built in? Oh, it's built into Seaborn? Load dataset Titanic. I'm guessing that's like an example dataset within the library. It automates a lot of the tedious processes for plotting, but it's slower. Okay. I'm guessing at the point I'm at right now, slower doesn't really matter. But it's probably important to learn. So let's close that. No, crap. New notebook. Okay, I see how this works now. I got it. Boom. Alright, so the output of the script above looks like this, and that's exactly what we got. Same. Oh no, that's not what we got, sorry. That's not what we got. What am I doing wrong? Wait, did I scroll too far? All definition required libraries, important dataset data analysis. Okay, never mind. Finally, you see one library. Okay, we checked that out. I feel like I scrolled too fast. I must be dreaming. Gotta bounce waking up early to meet someone tomorrow. Alright, dude. Thanks for hanging out, Victor. And thanks everyone for being here. Later. I feel like I just scrolled way too fast. Like, where did I get that from? No, that's the last thing we did for the first project. Oh, I got that from here. Whoops. Airline tweets isn't important. It's probably someone have to import it. Yep. So go back to first and get this. Throw it into here. Tomorrow I'll go through and like put some notes in here for the next stream if you guys want, and then if anyone's interested, I can put the code on GitHub and you can play with it if you'd like. If anyone wants, I won't do it if no one wants. Alright, so this is exactly what we were looking for. Except we don't have an output of a bar chart. Which we should. So what am I doing wrong? Again, that's the wrong link. Is it gonna break? No, it works. Alright, so we get this chart with neutral, positive, and negative. Airline sentiment confident. Okay, so the higher confidence, the more negative it is. If I'm not mistaken. So how did we go from Discord bot to airplane tweets? Oh, so Discord bot is a project I would like to apply machine learning to, but I want to learn machine learning properly before trying to jump on a big project. And then XF was very nice, and she said she'd find a document for me, or no, like something for me to follow and do some practice. So I'm now pulling up, now going through this sentiment analysis article that's explaining to me how to plot things. And then once I do that, I can take this, go to my project, and maybe try and plot some things. You know, just play with the plotting data, and then I can go and do what you were telling me about, the univariable linear regression, and maybe apply that, and then slowly learn how to apply things, and then from there I can keep growing. You know what I mean? So I'm just going through this article that she sent me. For the output, you see the confidence level of negative tweets is higher compared to positive and neutral tweets. Enough with the exploratory data analysis. Our next step is to perform some pre-processing of the data and then convert the numeric data into text as shown below. I'm telling you, univariate linear regression. All the other ML models, more general versions of univariate linear regression. I can already think, like, most projects that I did in machine learning, like machine learning with quotes, was either univariate or multivariate. But they weren't that complicated. I'm not saying it needs to be complicated, but what I want to do with this Discord bot, it's definitely more complicated. Because what I'll end up doing, let's say I want to predict what time kinematics says a message every day, like its first message of the day. what time he logs on or something and puts a message. Then I would have to go to each message and get the time that he's posted and then find a way. I mean, I could just average that. That wouldn't make sense. Then your regression can do all that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. But I want to. I guess I'm just following this article because she recommended it. It's interesting though, learning to plot. But the thing with what you were telling me to do, the univariate, I couldn't find any examples that made sense. A Loki want pizza, do it. It helps to know if everyone is asleep. Dude, I'm falling asleep too. And what time? Oh, it helps to know if everyone is asleep. You're talking about bot. I don't want a whole pizza. Well, if you get a whole pizza, you could just freeze the rest and then eat it on other times, no? Like eat it when you're hungry tomorrow or something. Or you can just make your own pizza if you have the ingredients. That's what I usually do. At what time people eat pizza, that'd be good. There's, if I don't know if any of you guys know who Craig is, but he has this like famous Elmo meme he always posts in chat, and I really wanted to make a thing that predicts when he's posting the Elmo meme. Like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. Craig's about to post an Elmo meme, and it would see if it's, if it's right. Like the bot would be able to do that. It's just will the, then I have to make the machine learning for it. All right, let's keep going. Our feature set will consist of tweets only. If we look at our data set, 11th column contains a text tweet. So that goes where? In here? Another thing is like some of your promises don't need machine learning. It's like your when will kinematics post. Currently at work I have a model with 100% accuracy in terms of F1 score. This means machine learning was never needed in the first place. Yeah, so instead of using machine learning, you would just use math. Just to like actually solve the problem, right? I guess machine learning is used when there's more uncertainty, where you can't. So machine learning is like continuity almost, like the answer is somewhere in between X and Y, but you don't know exactly where. So like like an equation gives you like an exact number, but machine learning helps you get the general correct. Okay, that makes sense. Well, it could be discrete. I still have no clue what discrete math is because I never did it. So maybe I don't know if you want to explain that or if I should just Google it. That sounds like an insane project. It would be fun. It'd be funny to see it actually work. It depends on the context of the problem. So I'm gonna Google discrete because I don't know what it means. I mean, I know what the word discrete means. I don't know what discrete math is though. Discrete math meaning. I only did Cal 1 until I left. Also, you can find the outliner in the linear regression. Okay. Discrete means there's only a limited number of values. Values that you're putting into the function. So computers work with true or false. That is discrete. Because there's only two options, like true or false. When would there be more than two options? Or when is a function not discrete? Let's see. Data, qualitative, it was great fun. Quantitative, discrete, or continuous? So discrete means there's only a limited number of values. So computer. Oh, you read that already. On the other hand, continuous has an infinite number of values. Quantum uses true, false, and spin. That is still discrete because there's a finite number of options. Okay. I mean, I kind of get it. I don't get the comparison between discrete and continuous. I think that's just my lack of understanding the terminology. I'm gonna try to find a picture. Pictures always help. Alright. Basically, if there's an infinite number of possibilities, continuous. From negative infinity to infinity. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So what's so complicated about discrete math? I remember everyone saying, I never got to it in college, but everyone was saying, oh, discrete math is like super hard. Why is it? It just seems like it's everything but continuous. Like something can be continuous or discrete, and that's it. Gonna get some sleep later, man. Thanks for hanging out, Wizzy. Good night. Discrete math in university, because you often have to prove sometimes it's discrete. Oh, okay. Got it. That's where the bitch for me was in continuity. Discrete math is hard at university, yeah. I just hated the way they taught. It just didn't work for me. I don't know if you can relate. I mean, you probably can't because you passed. But I don't know. I just couldn't look at I couldn't sit in front of a guy with a chalk on a blackboard for like multiple hours. That just didn't work for me. I like watching videos and being able to pause, and I sucked at math in K to 12. Really? I was good at math K to 12, and then when I got to university and they would make me sit in front of a board for 2 hours, and I'm a very ADHD person. Like, you'll see me always tapping on my keyboard or something, and you're just supposed to like sit there and concentrate. That never worked for me. Well, that's just me, you know. University, I was a badass at math. That's good, because that's when it counts. Yo, dude, I still got like 10 people in here. Thanks everyone for being here. Seriously. That's nuts. Yeah, I feel that. I'm autistic, so some things just never made sense. I'm a bit dyslexic too. I think that's what it's called. And I often panic in tests. So in a test where it'll say sometimes like, which one of the following do not make sense? I would see it as which one of the following do make sense, just because I was like, I don't know, I get so nervous. I used to get so nervous when I was doing tests. I think now it'd be a lot better because I know how my brain works and I know how to calm myself down. But at the time, I was like a mess. So I would just panic, and I would like, I knew the right answer, but I would be so stressed out, I would just like screw up the test. And like you would see me do like really well on assignments, you know, like 90% on an assignment, but then I would have a big college exam or university exam, and I would get like 30%. I'm not even kidding. I would have like a 30% on a college exam or university exam. Yeah, the US used to have a gifted program to help kids like you and I got extra time on tests, but that wouldn't help. I just think there's more ways to teach, but university is very geared towards doing one thing, and that's creating good workers. University is not where entrepreneurs are created. That's at home. Like, a lot of people go to university and come out as really successful entrepreneurs and run businesses and everything. Those people always at home had something, like their parents ran a business and they taught them a bunch of stuff, or they were just hustlers. Or this is more than, It's like people who say they're self-taught, like people who go to college, and then there's people who don't go to college and say they're self-taught. People in college who go and get jobs at Google and whatever, they didn't just go to college. They went to college and then they went home and they learned for another 10 hours. You know what I mean? Like they taught themselves. College and university, it's a curriculum. I'm gonna rant for like an hour now, so let's keep going with the code. Did you do research? Because I had the exact opposite experience, but I focused a lot more on research. Um, the only research I did was in chemistry, but it was bad. I was that kid who had to do the lab like 4 times because I kept screwing something up. I was so curious because we were doing like, at one point we were doing a little bit of dangerous chemistry, like things that can explode and whatever. And I was always curious to see what happens if I put a little bit extra of this or that, and then I would screw up the lab. Yeah, it was fucked. Now I was like very early on in college before I left, so we were doing for math I was doing calculus 1. Then I was doing mechanical engineering, so I was doing mechanics and physics, and then I had to do chemistry and biology, even though those they aren't relevant to my degree at the time. And then I had to do a bunch of like English, French, gym, history, like the random general education you have to do in university. I hated it. Hey, mechanical engineering. Nah, fuck that. Nah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't for me. Like research, it was really open. You weren't looking for the right answer, but to discover the truth. You see, like that sounds super fun. I just hated, like I was doing Cal 1, and I hated how in Cal 1 there's one specific right answer. So like the kids who can memorize things and do them like robots, those were the kids that did amazing in the first 2 years of university. Because most of the maths and stuff was very like proving that I correct me on this, but proving that sine um sine equals the inverse of cos or whatever. I totally forget what it was called, but you have to prove it, and it was the same shit every time, and you just had to memorize it. And I would never memorize it. Like some kids didn't even know what it meant; they just were good at memorizing. Biomechanics uses biology, and thermodynamics is all chemistry. Yeah, I wasn't doing biomechanics. I was at the time I was trying to go for pure mechanical engineering, but I'm really happy that it didn't work out. Like so happy, because it was not what I wanted to do. It was what everyone else wanted me to do. I don't use my mechanical engineering degree anymore, but some classes were fun. I'm sure. Like I loved physics until there was a lot of math, but just for physics, it was fun. You can memorize it, but I'm thankful I had professors who pushed for understanding. Yeah, that's also big. Having good professors. That's you see, that's the like the real effed up part about university for me. Like everyone's paying the same amount of money, everyone's putting in a lot of effort, but some people will get a shittier teacher than the others. Like to me, that doesn't make sense. And you shouldn't bank on the teacher, but when the teacher is the person who's telling you what you need to be doing, that is an issue. That's why online courses are amazing, because it's the same for everyone. You have it written down for you, so if you missed a class or whatever, it doesn't matter because it's written down for you. And it's more realistic to the real world. My Calc 2 professor was similar to what you were describing. I didn't have always bad teachers. It was just me. I don't want to say I was a bad student. It just didn't click. I still haven't ordered food yet. Where do you live? You said like Louisiana, I think. What you guys got out there? Like Chipotle? I had it once. It was good. Chipotle or I don't know. Taco Bell? Hell nah. I live near DC. Oh, so I'm thinking about someone else then. And Chipotle is closed. Well, goddamn. Alright, let's figure this out. I'm a little confused on... Oops. So it tells me to start my file like this. And I do that, but I just import the... Oh, whoops. I need to import... Let me just import everything. So it tells me to do that, and now I'm... No, that's the wrong thing. So it tells me to do data cleaning. Now where does this go? To create a feature in a label set, we can use the ilock method of the pandas data frame. Where does that go though? Does that go before? And then where does features and labels get activated? First sentence in range. Once we divide the data into features and training set, we can pre-process data in order to clean it. To do so, we use regular expressions. To study more about regular expressions, please look at the article. No, after. ilock is a way to index your data. So, whoops. Wait, oh yeah, obviously after. That's stupid. I didn't realize. I didn't even have this variable declared. Okay, so we're indexing the data, and then what's this then? The big thing we're just looking at. The pandas documentation has a really good page on it. I'll take a look. Is this it? I'll take a look at it in a second. I just want to see what this is. So once we divide the data into features and training set, we can pre-process data in order to clean it. To do so, we'll use regular expressions. Okay, and I know obviously what regular expressions are. I've done that a billion times. I probably would have to Google this though, but remove all the special characters. Remove all single characters, remove all single... Okay, so this is the cleaning process. Got it. I didn't understand what it meant by cleaning. So that would go right here. Sorry. Mike, wanna hear a quick horror story? Rejects. Yep. I don't know, Rejects is nice, but god damn. I might be doing another short film tomorrow. That's what this text is about. My opinions are McDonald's, pizza, subs, Mexican, or what do you get at McDonald's? Where's my mom? That'd be hilarious. You guys ever watch what's it called? Wedding Crashers? Ma, where's the meatloaf? Best Will Ferrell scene I think I could think of off the top of my head. Ma,
you hungry? Hey Ma, can we get some meatloaf?
to watch your ears is really loud.
You hungry? Hey Ma, can we get some meatloaf? Chaz, I think I'm okay. I had a bite right before I came over. Thank you. You sure? You know what? I will have some meatloaf. Let's have some meatloaf. You want some? Yes. I knew you'd come. Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
He's like fucking 40, living at home.
I never know what she's doing back there. Ma, the meatloaf!
I feel like that was improvised and they just threw it in the cut. I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. I normally get coffee and French fries. Me too. Subs sounds good, dude. Like Subways. That sounds like good night food because it's so full of carbs. Mike, you watched the documentary? Yes, dude, and I absolutely loved it. I'm serious, Deshvid. I want to make that kind of video right now. I want to travel around the world. Like, I don't care about the traveling, but I want to go and interview people on like one specific topic and prove a point. Like, that was awesome, and it was super. I found it super valuable. Like, I learned a shit ton from that. Thank you for linking it. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna link it. It's this documentary about, do you have to be an asshole to be a good leader? And this guy goes around meeting a bunch of big directors and asking them on their opinions on that. So like, do you need to be mean to be a good director? And I'm reading Deshvid. I got the 48. What's the book called? I have it right here. The 48 Laws of Power. I'm actually reading it right now. I think I'm like an hour into it, an hour 30 minutes into it. Very interesting. It goes like back in history and sees which people were assholes and what they got done. And pretty much everything I've understood up to now in the book is, when you're a leader, don't try and be the friend of the people you're trying to lead. Don't try and be nice, don't be too nice. Just be direct. It's better to be honest than to not be honest. I mean, no, that's not true. I don't know how to say it, but that doc is the quality content I'm looking for on YouTube, but sadly it's very rare. You know why it's rare? Because it takes so much time to make. You can't make one of those videos daily. Sounds very much of Billy. I can't even pronounce that, but yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, Deshvid, the problem with those kind of videos is they take so long to make. And YouTube needs consistency. How do you make one of those a day? You can't. That's why becoming a YouTuber is not a good thing. Building a brand is a good thing. If you want to become a YouTuber, all you're gonna do is chase the algorithm for the rest of your life. That's something I realized, and I know Josh kind of brought it up with me. It's very interesting, because like a lot of people out there, all they do is chase the algorithm, so they're always trying to make relevant content, and like that doesn't seem like a fun way to live. I want to make content I'm interested about, and if someone watches it, cool. If someone doesn't watch it, I don't care. I'm still making it. He wrote The Prince, describing how Austrian royalty should lead the country. Oh yeah, so I'm pretty sure they talked about that in the book. He was talking about how the Austrians and the Germans were having issues and how it went down. It's the first time I've ever cared about history by listening to that book. It seems very red pill, except instead of women, with people. All right. You get some free time, make sure you watch this other doc called How to Read More Books in the Golden Age of Content. I'll take a look at it tomorrow, I think. Machiavelli, yeah. Okay, so let's run this, or can we, or no? So, kinematics, if you're not busy, can you explain to me what they mean by representing text in numeric form? I've read through this, but let me read it again. Train learning models, however, mathematics only work with numbers. Oh, I see. So ML algorithms work with math, so if you put a word into it, they won't understand. Is that because they don't understand? Like they're not natural language processing? You have to translate the text into numbers to work with machine learning. It's called one-hot encoding. You can't just, oh, XT, you're back. You can't just input text into the algorithms. You need to encode the values as numbers. Okay, so I get this step right here. I don't understand why that gives this. Let me read it again. The next step is to convert each document into a feature vector using the vocabulary. The length of each feature vector is equal to the length of vocabulary. The frequency of the word in the document will replace the actual word in the vocabulary. Oh, okay. So 0 is rugby is we've used once, so it's going to be 0. But the word I we've used twice, so that's 1. And the word yeah, so it seems like I is the only I like is only written once, so why is it a 1? Okay, I missed a couple messages. Even if you're working with NLP, they don't understand text initially, so you turn text into a vector. Okay. So why is this array right here being converted into this one right here? I thought I understood it, but if a word in the vocabulary is not found in the corresponding document, the document will feature a vector. Document feature vector will have 0 in that place. For instance, the doc1, the feature vector will look like this. Oh, I like to play football. I like to play. Oh, okay. Scratch that. I understand. I read too fast. That makes sense. So, for doc2, it would be it is a good. It was so these would be 1s, and then this would be 0s, and that would be 0s. And then for 3, this would be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all the way to prefer. Oh no, this would be a 1, then the rest would be 0, and then prefer over rugby. Got it. If you were working, oh no, I read that right. Exactly, you got it. Okay, cool. Feels good to understand. In the bags of the words approach, each word has the same weight. The idea behind the TF-IDF approach is that words that occur less in all the documents, a more individual document contribute. Wait, what? TF-IDF. So this is the bag of words approach. And now in this one, the TF-IDF approach is that the words occur less in all the documents and more in an individual document. Contribute towards more classification. I did not understand that. I might be reading this wrong. In individual document, contribute more towards. Let me go through this. So TF, frequency of a word in a document divided by total words in the document. IDF, log, total number of docs divided by number of docs containing the word. Is this an average? Is this an average of how many times the word so how many times this word shows in a document and how many documents have that word? So wait, no, does that make sense? Or am I all over the place? It's coming to terms. Term frequency and inverse document frequency. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. This still made no sense to me. I feel like I'm reading it too quickly. Do I have to read it like a 5-year-old? The idea behind the TF-IDF approach is that the words occur less in all the documents and more in individual document contribute. Wait, I feel like this is not proper English. More an individual document contribute more towards classification. Am I going crazy, or is this just like broken English? Do I not know how to read? Okay, so I get this. I mean, I get the first one. Total number of docs divided by number of docs containing the word. Why is that? Isn't it usually the other way around? Number of docs containing the word divided by... I don't know, I'm not going to question it. Lucky for us, Python scikit-learn libraries contains the TF-ID vectorizer class that could be used to convert text features into TF-IDF feature vectors. The following script performs this. Basically, the idea is that the word occurs more frequently in one document. It is more important to classify that document, contrary to a word that is frequent in all documents. But I'm gonna read that again. That kind of made sense. The idea is that the word that occurs more frequently in one document is more important to classify that document, contrary to a word that is frequent in all documents. Oh, okay, so... Okay, that makes sense. What kind of situation would you use this in, or should I just wait till the example? That makes sense, though. Thank you for explaining that. It's following the basic ideas of linear regression. So I'm just trying to... I'm in my head right now, I'm like racing ideas of how I would use that. Like, it's pretty much saying prioritize the documents with more of one word than all the documents. Yeah, I understand XT's example. I'm just trying to think of how I would use that. I'm gonna keep going in the examples. I'm sure it'll make sense. So in the code above, we defined that the max features should be 2500, which means that it only uses the 2500 most frequently occurring words to create a bank of words to feature vector. Words that occur less frequently are not very useful for the classification. Okay, that makes sense. I really wish we were in the same room. We're in the same stream room. It would be easier with the whiteboard. I mean, to be honest, we can like do an online drawing. Maybe, you know, we could do kinematics next to maybe in the future, once I get some more stuff going, we could do a video on this. Like you guys explaining this in a video with me or something. I don't know. Like I can have the machine learning consultant. For example, if you want to classify the topic of a document. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So if you want to find a document that if you have a bunch of documents about different things and you want to get the document about ice cream, then the one with the most occurrences of the word ice and cream would probably be the one that would be at the top of the list if it gets outputted as a list. I don't know what the output is. To an array. Okay, so I'm guessing it would be the first item in that array. Versus taking every document that has the word ice and cream in it, you would take the one that has it the most. Yes? No? Like, clusters will form based on the combination of variables. So would a cluster be one document? What would be a cluster in this situation? Or is that I don't know if that's the right question. Your example is something that wouldn't need machine learning, but I think you could think of it like that. Remember, we are working in really high dimensions. A cluster would be a group of documents in this case. So, I think I'm thinking of this. I think I'm like misunderstanding what's the point of this output. So in this case, it's looking for documents with the word English, and the one that has the most, the one that's going to have the word English the most times will be the I don't know what to call it. The most prioritized. Is there a word for like the most valuable? There was a word for it somewhere. The most weight. So the document with the word English, the document with the most occurrences of the word English would have the highest weight. I'm I'm just like trying to talk out loud. But I still don't understand why cluster is multiple documents. Like what's the point of using this? I think that's what I'm not understanding. Reversed. If English is commonly found in documents of type X, it would have a higher weight. Okay, so I think I'm misunderstanding what the point of this is. I thought the point of this was to find a specific document that has the most occurrences of the word English. And I'm guessing that's not what it's about. Damn, 17 likes in here. They just keep going up. The point of this is to determine if a document is talking about English. Okay, so it has nothing to do with finding one. Okay. So it's going to go through a bunch of documents and it's going to see how is it going to determine if a document is talking about English? How many occurrences does it need to see to determine? Is that what max features is? So is it saying if you see the word English 2,500 times, then it will be considered... Oh no, minimum DF. What's DF? Document frequency. Minimum 7, max 0.8. So the point of this is determine... that is your job as a data scientist. You need to find the features that provide the maximum variance among your classes. So what about in this case though? Like on this line right here. What's the max feature? So let me read this again. In the code above, we define that the max features should be 2,500. Well, okay, what's features? Features is how many times it shows up. Correct or incorrect? It assigns a weight to the features. In this case, the words are the features. Okay. Then it says minimum DF and max DF. What's DF? Specifies that... What? Max DF specifies that only use those words that occur in a maximum of 80% of the document. Words that occur in all the documents are too common and not very useful for classification. Similarly, minimum DF is at a 7, which shows that include words that occur in at least 7 documents. Okay, I think I understood this one. Which shows that include words that occur in at least 7 documents. DF is usually data frame. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I can Google it. So, can you guys help me out with this? I feel like I'm getting a tutoring session right now. I love it. This is interesting as fuck. I'm just, as you can see, I'm not good with reading. I have to like break things down. That's how my brain works. Data frames is from Pandas. Okay. So, max DF specifies that only use those words that occur in a maximum of 80% of the document. Now, I don't understand that because I thought we're looking for a specific word, which is English. What you said was right, though. I usually think of him as a matrix in an Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, I still don't understand this sentence. No, wait. I'm waiting. Damn, there's 10 people in here. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the stream, you can like it. You know, it's free. Oh, wait. English is a stop word? Oh, wow. I read that too quickly. So are we classifying without looking for something specific? Like, is it going to classify just, it'll figure it out? Like, it's going to figure out what a document is about, and if it sees that topic in multiple documents, it will classify them? Is that what's happening here? It's not based off of a specific, like, there's no lookup. It's just English stop words are words that commonly appear in the English language. Oh. And I'm guessing it's saying to avoid those words like it and I and whatever, because you don't want to I, the, a. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I think I figured it out, or I think it's making more sense now. We're classifying not based off of a specific word or topic. We're just classifying in general. Like, if there's a bunch of documents that have the word ice cream, so at least 7 times, I guess, then it will classify them together and say these documents are about ice cream, because they all have ice cream at least 7 times. What I don't understand is what maxDF is. If it was simple frequency, you wouldn't need machine learning. Okay. I bet that's so tough to figure out if you need machine learning or not. Like, that can trick people. A lot of times it is frequency combined with the order the words occur in. Okay. I'm going to try and figure this one out. maxDF specifies that only use those words that occur in a maximum of 80% of the documents. Only use those words that occur in a maximum of 80% of the documents. So if a word occurs in 80% of the documents, yeah, I don't understand how that could be used. It could be tricky. That's why companies want MS and PhDs. I mean, if I had enough projects, I could probably get a job in this. Just because I would find a way. You don't want to overfit a model because it would be too specific and it won't work well. It also would take forever, right? I Stack Overflow maxDF, and now I understand it. Okay. And you are a genius, Crystal. Because that is what I'm going to do. What is maxDF? maxDF is used for removing terms that appear too frequently, also known as corpus-specific stop words. Makes sense right away. Look at the documentation. Yeah, let's see. Scikit-learn, scikit-learn, is that what it is? maxDF eliminates the words that are too frequent. Okay, so if a word shows up, where is it? If a word shows up in at least 80% of the documents, ignore it. So anything that shows up under 80%, you can keep and use that to classify. That makes sense. Makes total sense. I don't know why I was so confused over that. I think the English in this, either I'm broken or this English is broken. I might be broken. Awesome. And this is super interesting stuff. Damn, it's 1 a.m. already. Holy crap. I'll keep the stream going for another 5 minutes, and that means I'll be streaming. Right now, I've been streaming for 2 hours. 2 hours and 55 minutes and 3 seconds. So at 3 hours, I'm gonna end the stream, and then we can continue this tomorrow. Food will be here in 6 minutes. What'd you get, though? You gotta tell us what you got. Lamau Ock. 2 more hours. Hell no, dude, I'm dead. Even though I really want to continue going. Awkward sub. Subway? Or just like something else? Are you learning or teaching? Right now I'm learning. Because this is something I've never done before. Drunk food. Drunk food is good food. No, I've been teaching algorithms and data structures, but now I'm like learning how to put them together, because that's something I'm not that good at yet. So this is super interesting. And I got like 2 private teachers right now, Kinematics and XT, which are really nice of them to be here and help me out. Damn, we got 4 minutes left on the stream. If you like the stream, you can like the stream. It's free. I saw someone say that and it was hilarious. And then he also says, if you dislike the video, you can dislike the video twice. Speaking of which, the bill is going to be 300 USD. Okay. I'll send you a check that will definitely not bounce. You're also drunk, so I gotta like deduct from that 300. About $299. Or do I gotta pay more for the drunk experience? Execute the following code. In code above, we test, train, split. Wait, I scrolled too fast. I will have you know, I have taught several classes intoxicated, and the students loved it. I'm sure they did. In the previous section, we converted the data into numeric form. As the last step, we trained our algorithms. We need to divide our data into training and testing sets. The training set will be used to train the algorithm, while the test set will be used to evaluate the performance of the machine learning model. What? I'm way too tired to read this right now. You guys know that level of tired where you read something and you don't even... It's like you're reading but you're not listening? The training set will be used to train the algorithm, while the test set will be used to evaluate the performance of the machine learning model. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but in a recurring neural network, an RNN, you have the training set, which is like the neural network, and then the R part of it is what evaluates and then comes back and fixes itself. So this is like the very low level version of that, except it's not correcting itself, right? This is totally a curiosity question. It doesn't really, like, not too important yet. Nope. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Correct me on my sins. If you train your model and then test it on the same data, the model already seen the data. You divide up the data so the testing data has never been seen before by the model. Oh, okay. So you're giving it new data, and then it's learning from that new data again, and you can evaluate what's going on with that new data. This is why I recommend univariate linear regression, man. Hey, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm totally going to do it, but after this. Like, I'm going to finish this document, and then the next thing, I'm going straight to univariate linear regression. You just weren't on the stream, so I didn't know where to start. And XT linked this article, so I was like, sure, let's do it. Once you know that, everything else comes super easily. 100%, dude, I'm going to do it. You just use the training set to train the model. You don't use the testing to train. Okay. That's the difference, got it. If you train and test with the same data, the model will predict 100% because you've already gave it the answer. That makes total sense. So you split up your data, you train it with, let's say, 75% of the data, and that 25% you can throw in and see how close it is to the answer, because I'm guessing you don't have more data on the side waiting for you, so you create that, like, side pile. Is that kind of what it's like? Because that's really cool. Yes? Okay, that's really cool. Like, you don't think of that, but usually 70% training, 30% test, but depends inside your data. Okay, that's awesome. It's so simple, but I would have never thought about that until I read this. In the code above, we use the train test split class from the scikit-learn model. The sklearn model selection module to divide our data into training and testing set. Okay, so from this, import that, xtrain, xtest, ytrain, ytest. And then what the hell? I didn't know you could do this in Python. So because you're using the split, it's going to split between these four, I'm guessing. And then, yeah. We're at giving a free university education. Yep, pretty much. But you know what? You know what's great? People can come back to the stream, hopefully, and watch me struggle through it and then learn from it. So it's not, that's what I love about the internet. I can have 10 million people watching right now, and they can all be learning. Versus, like, you can't have 10 million people sitting in a university class. Not to shit on university, but it's not scalable. And there's a reason for that. It's not, universities don't want to be scalable, because then they won't be as valuable, and they can't charge as much. You can do it in pandas. It's just a nice function to make it easier. Okay. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. So, process features, is that from earlier? No. Process features. That must have been from, okay, that is from earlier. So that's an array of, oh wait, we didn't go over this. We went over this line and what's happening here. Oh, we didn't go over this. Process features, vectorizer.fit transform, processed features to array. I'm a little confused on what that is. Okay, it's pushing itself into itself. Food is here, be right back. Alright, dude, go enjoy it. I'm gonna end the stream anyway soon. I'm already 3 minutes over. 3 hours. We can continue for tomorrow from here if any of you guys are interested. I don't know what time I should stream at though. I've had a really inconsistent schedule, so like I'm probably gonna do maybe like maybe 6 p.m. to like 9 p.m. or something tomorrow. I feel like that's a good time on a Sunday. Because then like no one's gonna stay late on a Sunday. Oh, you're back already? Okay. You can go enjoy your food if you want. You don't have to sit here and educate me. I'm gonna try to understand this and then we'll finish the stream. 2 more hours, dude. You're killing me. It's already 1 a.m. No, I won't end it yet. I want to figure out this line first. I usually watch things and it. So, wait, what? I usually watch things and it. Watch things. Oh, and eat. All right, it's cool. Yeah, but you hear you're like typing a shit ton. He's a data scientist from America. Damn, you guys are old as fuck. You oldies. I'm a data scientist at a satellite rocket company. Oof. NASA. Or NASA or what's it called? Elon Musk. SpaceX. Sounds fancy. Very. I worked in school. I worked with CNN, but now I work with more time series. I work more with time series. CNN, Canadian Neural Network. Ah. Cringy joke. Alright. I'm gonna need you guys to educate me on this. This is the first time we declare this variable. And now we're pushing it into here. Vectorize.fit transform processed features to array. I feel like I'm tripping out here. But this variable has nothing equal to it. And now it's like, this should be null. At this point, this should be null. Convolutional neural network images. No, I know, I was just kidding. Vectorizer sets the hyperparameters. But why are you pushing it? I think I just don't understand what this is. What's vectorizer? Is that part of... that's this thing. Shit. Fit transform means to calculate the required parameters and change the data to fit that form. Okay, that makes sense. Now, I don't understand why this variable is being put inside that. Like this, at this point on this line, technically, or according to how computers work, this is null. This is not a thing. Because this is the declaration of itself. Unless it's being declared somewhere else in the program, but I don't see it. Oh wait, is it? I think it is. It is. Okay, I'm retarded. Sorry. It's already been declared. Yep. That's a sign of it's late. I'm gonna go to sleep. Again, thank you everyone for being here. I'm gonna say it 100 times. Lamau, don't laugh at me. I'm just human, okay? It's just being changed at a point. Yeah, I totally forgot there was another piece of code up there. Totally forgot about it. And I just spent like 10 minutes trying to understand something that didn't need to be understood. So again, thanks everyone being here. If you enjoy the stream, you can like it. Kinematics and XT, shout out to you guys for helping me out. And yeah, I mean, if you like my channel, like the content, you could subscribe. I'm gonna get that 1,000 mark soon. I'm pushing for it. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Night night. See y'all later.